but
Ba-ba-ba!
We are back.
Oh dear, terrible.
Oh my.
Anyways, hi everybody. Welcome to episode session 54.5 of the Tenacious Brigade. And we're just gonna continue where we left off. And last we left off, our party had finally arrived in Steve's hometown of Longdale and had met with the Teal Brushes and their family dog Ari, as well as Steve's bestest friendest Selith and Lino, two hunters from the Hunter's Lodge. I don't know. I had a good dinner and I think I'm high.
All right. Okay.
The mushrooms. He had the mushrooms.
I had some
I had the
mushrooms. I
I
get
had
it. I get
I had
it.
mushrooms. Anyways, you guys have been. Steve, there are probably not enough beds for your friends to stay here, correct? So,
yeah, definitely not.
But your room has been prepared for you and Shpresa. Your bed was, smaller than typical beds were. But if you go upstairs, you can see that your parents have gotten you like a very, very comfortable queen-sized bed. Sort of like scrunched up into the corner of your room. Your older bed is sort of like, if you ask for where your older bed is, Bram goes, "Oh, well, Ari used to like sleep in your bed when you were gone, so we sort of just gave her your bed. It's downstairs in the den now. If that's all right with you, Steve."
Oh, that's fine, sons. I mean, Ari can have it.
Yes, it's sort of the perfect size. But we hope you enjoy your stay, and it's fantastic to meet your son.
I'm glad you're finally able to meet them. I can make sure that they get settled first in the inn.
Yes. No worries whatsoever, and you don't have to worry about paying them. They do owe me a favor. I've been providing the breakfast croissants for the past years, honestly. So they've racked up quite a bill.
You sure? I mean, I can pay. It's really not an issue.
Son, I'm glad that you're able to make money for yourself. You know that, it didn't really come that easily to us. We always had to work for it and earn it ourselves. But I want you to know that whatever you earn, I want you to keep. Build a future for you, your wife. You don't have to worry about us. This is the least I can do. I am your father. Well, your mother and I decided on it, from what she's earned, tailoring and whatnot. At least
I'm not gonna say no if you guys are sure.
yes. Favors pay favors. It's how Longdale works.
Thanks, Pa. It's good to be home.
It's good to have you home. And, well, your friends are rambunctious, to say the least.
You haven't seen the worst of it yet.
Oh, I'm preparing myself for the after party. Believe me. Keep them in line, don't you?
You can say that.
Always were good at it. Back when you weren't trying to prove yourself so hard. Suppose it's why Selith and Lino followed you. And well, I know you three are close friends, but they wouldn't say it to your face, but sometimes they visit here to reminisce, to get a free pastry, but
God, Lino.
they've definitely missed you. They're not aimless
I miss
without you
them.
around, but yes.
Actually, I heard that a couple from Notwood actually hired them to help out with something recently?
Well, they were gone for the better part of a 10-day. Perhaps that's what they did.
Yeah, I kind of want to ask them about that actually.
Go ahead. But in the meantime, we'll take care of things here. If you'd like to have the wedding, well, the chieftain's ready at any moment.
I should probably still apologize to him in person.
They have
Uh,
to. And
oh.
how clothes wise, you mentioned before that you have made preparations for such, but are you ready? Is your wife's dress ready for the ceremony?
They're supposed to be sent here actually. We can check up on that as well.
Sure.
Well, I think that and Draven's arrival are probably what's gonna dictate when it's gonna be.
Well,
We are here ahead of time, considering.
Well, yes, you are, but that's no complaining here. Anyways, go ahead and take care of your friends. You're gonna be letting them stay in the lying river, and the accommodations are prepared for. And your mother and I will have everything settled here. Though, I do believe one of your friends wanted to help out a bit. She approached your mother.
Oh, who?
It's a pink-haired one. She seemed rather eager.
You know, funny story about her actually, pa. You know how you found me all those years back? At the edge of the forest?
Yes, I marked the tree myself. Call it the lucky tree.
Her parents actually are the ones who left me there. Apparently they found me deeper inside. Made sure I was apparently, I was so sick with that cold you found me with. Apparently I collapsed. And they took care of me for a little while.
Well, that just means that we have more to thank her than we expected, and the parents wanted to come to the wedding. They're more than invited. I don't know how quickly they can arrive.
I'll check with her.
Sure. Carry on then. I have cake to make.
I'm excited for that one.
It's going to be the biggest cake that Longdale has ever seen.
Thanks, Pa.
Your ruffles here. Here, this goes. Anything for you, champ.
Alright, I'll go see the rest.
You find the rest of your companions sort of just like lounging about the steel oven. Something with Ari, most likely. Prisma, would you be out already at this point? Doing what you told me? Or would you...
Depends. I think she'll ask how to help, and then when she's given the information, she'll stick around for a bit. But then, like, when preparation starts, that's when she's gonna run around.
Then I'd say at this point you'd probably be with Stena, being introduced to people, or whatever may be able to help with.
She's already hugging and petting Ari.
Yes, very much just like, I will make you love me more. See?
Yes! This time I will not force myself. I will try the softer approach.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Oh no!
God.
Oh no!
This isn't
Make me do this again.
This isn't gonna be
this
a one-time.
Is too early.
This is not gonna be a one-time success thing, but.
Oh, give me a sec. My PC is giving me a hard time.
Go ahead. Here's the links, everybody, for the in-game discussion. My bad. Do. Sending it to friends. Sending it to our friends.
I think my dice doesn't want this to happen.
Yeah, no, they don't. It does not.
Even
This
the
is it
dice-
is the exact same
That is
roll.
the
Yeah,
exact same roll.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
that one. It's just like no, no, ain't gonna happen.
No. Prince was just tearing up a little.
Ari, is playing with you, but I mean it's not the same thing as like Bramble. Ari's not as
She doesn't try to talk to this one.
we just
It's
do
just-
it old fashioned.
We'll just have a plain old regular relationship.
Good old fashioned.
It's kind of work. Okay. I mean, yeah. It is that like as long as you give Ari the attention, like she will play with you like constantly. But the moment like Steve comes into the picture, like comes out of the house after talking with Bram, zips out of your grasp, and there's nothing you could do to tear her away.
It's okay.
It's funny because when she's seated, she's probably about the same height as Steve.
Yeah.
Big border collies, man, big dogs.
Steve just sees her tear up a little every time that like Ari tears away from her. I'm just like,
It's okay. Prisma has four fucking animal friends. It's okay. Or yeah.
there's never enough.
That's true.
I can't pet all the kitties. You know that spot that songify song.
Yeah.
I don't have enough hands for all the kitties.
So with that, as the preparations have begun, Prisma, you will be called on later. But first, your accommodations are to be given. Steve, you bring your friends to the Lying River Inn.
Yep.
South of the village, nearby the gate, with the tall fences around the area. It's the village's only inn. And Asher, you've been here before. This is actually where you met Cairo.
Yeah, no.
And you spot one of the fine fixtures of this inn, which is that there's like a small like river, like creek that is in front of it. And there's like as you approach, like automatically, there's a tiny drawbridge in front of the door that like and goes down to welcome you. It's
Novel.
adorable.
I like it.
And you are let inside. Passing over the moat, you are brought to your rooms. And you see like a large tavern on the first floor where there are already a few people there. And as you were about to go to the second floor, Steve, you hear something. Is that Steve the Obese? The annoying voice of this particular individual from your past grates in your mind. You hear Rigby.
Yes, it is Strogstock.
Coming out of like a side room is this
Out of a side room? What the fuck? What is this entrance?
he was pretending like he wasn't watching, like like the
my
door was
God.
already open and his back was like turned towards you guys and he was like lying by the door frame. He's like turns around thinking that he's cool and shit. And Rigby with light brown skin, black hair pulled in the back like a man bun. Is this why you hate man buns? And dark gray eyes. He has a lean build with like 2 helix piercings on his right ear. Standing around 5'10", and he just like looks towards the entire group as they're coming in, towards Steve in particular, and he has like his tongue is like doing that weird like jock thing where they like tried to push their cheek. It's like, he just like walks up towards Steve around like 20 feet away. Tressa's already like behind. Tressa's gone up in front of you and it's like sort of out of view from him at the moment by the staircase. And he just goes, "Didn't think I'd see you around here again. Thought you left for the city. Couldn't make it here in good old Longdale."
Well, I don't see you as part of the Hunters Guild still.
Well, I'm still an important part. I'm the one who prepares whatever those hunters bring back. But if I had a chance, I would definitely, bring back like a lion or something. There are no lions in the Bealdeth.
I stop in my tracks and I'm like,
He's never been in the wheel death.
So,
I sense a villain. This,
Oh, you wouldn't be wrong.
where's this?
well, how's it hanging, Raps? It's been a while.
Call me that.
It's your name, isn't it?
You know very well that my name's Steve.
Steve Doobies. Yeah. I'm aware. Coined it myself. You begin to feel something from your left, Steve, as cold air now begins to rush down the staircase. You look up. Expressa has started like forming a ray of frost in her hand as ice begins to like travel down the wood of the staircase.
Be careful there, dude. I think that's coming for you.
Well, you have a posse now. How much you pay him? Hang out with your sorry ass.
Trodstock, meet the Tenacious Brigade, or my party.
You circus.
Shrodstock. Ah,
Yeah.
how do you know Steve?
I see.
I was his-
We'll take note of this.
Yeah, we were acquaintances, weren't we?
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like acquaintance is too friendly for you.
well,
Do you even know that word?
I've been receiving education, books and such, but you know, we were friends. You know, always joked around and stuff. Remember that? All those times, perhaps.
Yeah, until Draven came along.
Notice that he's not here. Good.
He will be. Couple days at least.
But he's gonna cry in the forest again after.
He's coming for my wedding.
Oh,
Wedding.
dude, you're gonna get sandwiched by death now.
Wedding. Oh, with who? Which of these people are there? And that's when Espressa fully walks down. Frost surrounding her arm as it's taking every bit of her being, every fiber of her being, to not launch a lance towards this guy right now. Did you call?
Rigby, meet my wife. Espressa.
It's nice to meet you. Roll me an intimidation check for Espressa.
Can I inspire that?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Intimidation?
Yes.
Just the 8.
Not one.
That-
Ooh.
Ooh.
Use the inspiration, I don't know.
Beloved inspiration?
Oh yeah, I can do
Oh,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
too.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
And
not?
a 7 on top of it.
Okay,
Ah!
10.
Better.
It's
It's not a nat one.
Yeah, it's on that one.
It didn't need to be that high anyway. It's A 10 would be enough because Longdale's never seen the likes of Spressa before.
It's not intimidation, it's charm.
It's
Fair.
it's everything at once. And Spressa's trying to be nice about it. She isn't actively being harmful, at this moment. But as she goes down the steps, Rigby just like looks and goes, "Party tricks. She's a magician. Sure she's not performing at your wedding."
I'd be careful what you say if I were you.
What do you do about it? As two stockier kids that you remember from your childhood. Behind them. This guy's posse of his own. You tell him, Rigby.
What? Why does he sound like the Comic-Con guy? Is this the Comic-Con guy?
It's the Comic Con guy's brother.
Yeah. I see. It's the Comic-Con guy's jock brother.
What I'm reminded of is the Twiwi, the deep people in Neo Twiwi.
Oh, yeah, the Deep River guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck again.
No, you know what? Actually, the image is coming to mind is like Crab and Goyle.
Oh,
Harry Potter.
yeah. pretty much.
Ah, no, that's
Put them
right.
in there.
That's right.
Let's put them in there, and well, these two seem to be backing him up, but Espresso like looks down, looks down from the top of the staircase at the rest of the group, and goes, "Are we going to entertain this any longer? Are we going to bring our friends to their beds for the wedding?"
Yeah, we were looking for a better night, more fun night than this. And Prisma quietly casts Hold Person.
At what level?
Huh?
Hold
You're gonna
on.
target-
Can
you're
I
gonna target
Hold Person all of them?
At 4th level, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh my god.
Hold on. I will also do this.
Wow, you guys are mean. I was gonna
Mean
settle
girls.
spell something. I was gonna settle spell
Mean
something,
Girls arc,
but
Mean Girls arc.
Rolling for
Just-
the hold person first. Prisma, could you let loose your spell? Mean Girls arc.
Just I guess because in the interest of fairness, because they're not completely hostile, they still get the +2 from my
Technically, yeah.
Sure.
technically.
Prisma, what's your...
They have to roll higher than a 16.
Gotcha. And I know what the hold person. Crab fails. Oh,
Crab fails.
This
As
is for
long
hold
as he
person.
fails.
Hold person, Coil succeeds somehow. Rigby fails. For the fear, Crab,
who's the one that succeeded? Crab.
Oh my god.
Goyle succeeded. Cutting.
Oh, sakto. I have one last spell slot.
Silvery bars disadvantage.
Silvery barbs.
Roll the same thing.
Oh damn.
Damn, he succeeds. For fear, Crab fails.
It's okay,
Goyle-
someone's gotta run away.
Goyle
Someone has to tell the story.
Goyle succeeds to fear as well. Rigby,
shit.
Jeez.
That's the secret leader. That's the shadow leader.
Yeah nga eh.
Rigby succeeds the
Fear.
fear. So what happens is, as Pressa like calls out to the group, Ali and Prisma spring to action. Prisma, you manage to paralyze Rigby and Crab, as they both just stop dead in their tracks. Fear affects only Crab, but Rigby is definitely scared by his own right at this moment. As this happens, they both were like laughing in a chorus together. It's like just two of the voices stop. Girl is the only one remaining. It's like guys, looks.
What's wrong, Rigby? Cat got your tongue?
Gold is like, I'm leaving. just go, just at the back
He
door.
just books it.
You hear a trickle down the floor as Crab is not able to
Oh,
pull
no.
himself in,
Oh,
and
no.
Oh no.
Rigby just like looks shocked, and Spressa sort of looks at this affair, looks towards you guys, and goes, "Thank you, Fence." And Spressa casts Dispel Magic.
And Prisma, before they walk away, grabs Rigby's collar. That woman over there, she's 2 times better at me at spell casting. And you have to remember, she's Steve's wife. So watch your tongue. And then she lets go.
Roll me another intimidation. Prisma. I'll say with advantage.
With
because I have a spell.
advantage?
I have a spell. Sure.
No.
Let's see how this goes.
Damn.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
You hear a secondary trickle. Non-magically
boy.
imposed. As
Yeah,
Wow, and you guys call me the mean one.
you made a mess.
No. Yeah, this kind of surprised me.
special.
I've been having to release negative energy for a while. I've been good for a bit. That was freeing.
Espresso just goes. Gels? Thank you. Just like you all just like share a knowing glance.
Holding the cup of tea is like. and then
Ellie
drinks.
just walks around
drinks.
with a cup.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like walking around.
Wow.
Yeah, she's walking around with a
She's
ready
ready
makeup.
for it. She's ready for it. But
I just
Espresso,
always have one.
yeah.
as the
More than
group-
kindness magnificent tea set.
Yep.
whenever we need to spill the tea. The rest of the group is brought upstairs and shown to their rooms as I'll say
Just stay downstairs, have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Mhm. One
It's
of the
still like the middle of the day anyway.
one of the attendants does like notice the mess and goes, I wonder why Rigby still let inside this place, and just like starts cleaning it up.
It's like that's the first time that's happened to him.
Apparently.
Wait, does he just pee himself on command? What's happening? I'm very confused now. Now I'm confused. Earlier it was crystal clear what happened. Now I'm like, what? Does he just come in here and then pee himself? Whatever.
He seems to be a
How did
funny
this happen?
funny fellow.
Yeah, well,
We
Yeah,
have a
don't-
term for those kinds back home.
that's
Yeah.
a little shit. That's for sure.
Yes. Tell
Was
you
that-
that much.
Was that too much?
Uh,
A little probably, but well,
if anything, he's probably gonna stay away now.
I think it was not enough.
So
Good
too.
job, Steve.
Agrees with
You better
agrees
behave,
with
Steve.
Spreza.
So he might
Oh,
have,
don't worry, I'm aware.
so he might have, but there are a few people in this world that make me want to revert back to my old ways. That seemingly has added one. Sorry, it's just I get a bit protective as well. That's okay.
Yeah, just next time he comes around, just don't give him the time of day.
I think next time a glare would be enough.
Probably.
Hmm.
I think next time if I want to release the negative energy, as Prisma would say, I would play around with him.
Oh, the poor thing.
All the violent women in this party. Don't know when this happened, but I guess it did.
Yeah, apparently, like, yeah, all the men have to stay in line now.
Who wears the pants in this relationship? We know. So you are all brought to your rooms. cozy accommodations, not too lavish, but enough for all of you. A room for Asher and Ellie, room for Kerrigan, a room for Prisma, and an extra room if it's needed, in case your incoming guest doesn't want to stay here. He could stay. But with that, anything else anyone wants to prepare?
I'm just gonna tell them like, we probably have to check on both the clothes and on Draven when he's coming.
Yeah.
You want to do that, Prisma? At least
Sure.
Draven.
I mean, either way, I'm good.
All right. Just so I know what to tell his parents when we head there.
It's true. Okay. Wait, now or later?
Oh, we can do it now.
Alright. She casts sending. And just checks on Draven.
Will he make it?
Mhm. You cast something on
Is it
Draven.
cake?
Is it cake? And
Are you dead yet?
He's still alive.
Draven does message and go, I should be able to make it. Sildar and everyone, we've settled place here in Mosstone. I'm heading there in a bit. I think that's too much already, but if you cast again, he'll say that he'll be there in around 4 or 5 days.
She's gonna cast it again, and she's going to tell him to stay outside of the wheel death for now. And they've already passed it, but stay clear of Frost as well.
He just confirms and says that he'll be there half a 10 day, the very latest. The contact for the dress.
Yeah,
Yes, of
with well, both dress and everything else.
Everything
So
else.
Silkthorns and Anne.
Oh well, the
It-
clothes have
it-
already been prepared for you guys.
Oh, was it? Yeah, wait, was it given to us?
Yeah, they were given to you.
It's-
Like basically,
Okay,
Anne,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
it's
Yeah,
in
I
her
think so,
packs.
yeah, Anne
Okay,
magically
so-
completed them during the
Yeah,
drunken
right,
bender.
right.
Her
Yeah.
drunken bender.
Right.
And the only
So
thing-
yeah, at the very least, the Silkthorns then.
Yeah, the Selthards. You contact so you contact Selvin's sisters, Xenia and Selena.
Yeah,
Who
we
do
can say
you
Espresso does it.
Espresso does it because it is her dress, and Espresso just goes, "Hello, I am curious to know how the state of the dress is, and if it will arrive sometime within this 10 day, or not too far in Nighthall." Oh. Oh. She casts it again. Thank you. I shall expect word then. Thank you. And spell ends, and Special just like looks at you guys. There were some complications with the dress making. From Selvin's sisters, it seems as though that they are not on speaking terms, the two sisters, with each other. So
What?
Selwyn has asked the job to her fathers.
What happened there?
I did not go too deep into it, but I was told that it should be arriving soon from Liarele.
Concerning, but also good.
We should probably check up on Selwyn soon then.
Yeah.
See if everything's okay at the very least.
Might be a good time to ask if she would like to drop by for the wedding.
Yeah, we can reach out.
You contact Selwyn.
Yeah.
Prisma, you do it? Okay. And you ask Selwyn if she's gonna be able to make it?
I asked her if she's gonna be able to make it, and follows it up with, "Is everything alright with your sisters?"
Selwyn goes, I'm sort of indisposed at the moment. I really wish I could. For my sisters, you don't have to worry about it. They're having a sibling spat. But I made sure that my fathers will be able to do it. Last I asked of them, they said that they'd have it ready at the end of the month. So it should be today or tomorrow. I can contact them for you. And don't worry about my sisters. They're being dumb.
Alright. Well, it seems it's a family thing. Sibling spat. But the dress should be ready pretty soon. Day or two.
Alright, so it looks like Draven's the one we're waiting on, huh?
Yeah. 4 days. You know what? If it's within 4 days, let me just. And then she casts sending to Terisma. And it's just like, "Hey mom, I should have told you this while we're there. But do you want to attend a wedding in Longdale?"
Is it your
And
wedding?
then when Princess said that, I was like, I was actually supposed to ask you that if they wanted to come. I mean, go do your thing.
In
No,
Longdale? And,
Yeah, no, no.
and then she continues with, "It's for Steve."
No, it's for Prisma. What are you talking about?
It's Prisma. What are you talking about?
Clearly it's for
Holy
Prisma.
shit.
Terisma,
My god, my parents will kill me.
Terisma then goes, thank you for clarifying that it was for Steve. Longdale. If I remember correctly, I believe Cairo can bring us there with the rings, with the brooches. When is it?
Cast again.
Let's say 5 days from now.
Yeah, 4 to 5 days from now. Also, we probably have something to talk about the Will Death when you get here.
I don't like showing myself much anywhere, but well, it's the least, I suppose, that we can do. And also, I haven't been to Longdale.
Come on,
since-
Mom. You haven't been to festivals for so long.
Oh. Alright, fine. I'll tell your father. And somehow in your mind, you can envision Cairo just going,
Hell
"Serious?
yeah!
Yeah, let's go! Fuck yeah!
Hell
Civilization!
yeah, booze! And I get to brag about my wife. Hell yeah!
my wife. My wife.
My wife!
My wife.
My wife.
My wife!
But with that, there's one last message that Spressa will send. And she does this and goes, I feel as though that I know the answer to this already, but he would be very angry if we did not extend an invitation. Mr. Jesus, we are having the second wedding between Steve and I. Would you like to come to Longdale? Okay, thank you.
Let me guess, you just want to come to this backwater town?
He said that exactly.
I thought he'd be mad for like, why are you only inviting me now? Am I the last person you're invited, or I'm like 10 days, more than 10 days away, or like some sort of like that complaint.
Either that or he'll materialize wherever we are right now and be like, "Oh, I've been here the whole time."
No, I can see him doing that too.
I've been Rigby the entire time.
It's me.
You peed your pants.
I murdered him for you, Steve. That's my gift.
Steve wouldn't even know what to answer. Like, huh?
Don't worry, no one will be able to keep. No one will be able to track his body down. And just.
Super more concerning.
It's more concerning. Yep.
Let's just say he's swimming with the fishes.
You see his
True
body just.
mafia boss.
You see his body just being hit by the drawbridge out in the front. Spresha does also say, well, Mr. Jesus expressed his thanks and congratulations on a second marriage, but he seems to be busy as well. Unfortunately,
Well, at least he won't complain to us now.
he has no right to.
Besides, like he said, doesn't want to come to this backward village.
He's missing out.
Is he?
I mean, the food, man.
The food, probably. The food, most likely.
Rizos grew up in Baldur's Gate. He's been eating fucking fish and chips
But-
and goddamn
Homely food.
Yeah, nothing like this.
oh my god, spices. No.
Flavor?
Flavor,
Uh,
not just
Oh, I
gruel
couldn't
and
possibly.
potatoes. And
So, like I can imagine that though, that versus grew up with like very bland food.
Rizos was tortured as a kid. He probably didn't have proper food in the first place. But in any case, anybody else sending any messages, or do you want to transition to the wedding popia?
No.
No, I still
oh.
have something else as well after.
We're ready.
I
One.
have something before the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Let's go through these.
Send first. Send first.
Yeah.
Ellie is actually gonna ask Bram.
Mm.
Gonna disturb Bram in the kitchen.
Hello. Yo.
And ask how
Yes.
to make a smaller version of a cake because her brother's birthday is to come up soon.
I'm currently making cake at the moment, but and like he produces it from thin air almost, but it's probably just behind him. He takes out like a tiny cake pan. Have you heard of a cupcake?
I have heard of them, but I am more familiar with scones and biscuits.
Oh, you're from there. We can fix that.
All right. But yeah, cause I mean, my brother hasn't been around because he's been dead. But I would just like to.
I came into this with much different energy.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to come to celebrate the birthday. It's gonna be on Nightel, the first of Nightel. I just wanted to make something special, just so that maybe I don't know, because I've always been so depressed whenever it goes around.
Do you need help of any
No.
kind? We don't have a therapist in Longdale, unfortunately.
No.
But there's
No, it's I am fine. Things have been a little bit better, so it's fine. I feel like I'm getting infected by all this very warm, homely place. I would like to celebrate it with more positivity this time around.
well, that's good. I wouldn't say infected is a good word for hospitality, but
I would.
it's all right. It's all right. Here. And he starts like teaching you how to make batter and get the eggs, get the flour and everything, yeast to make it whatever. But that's bread. You don't put yeast in a cake, do you? You don't.
I don't know how to
No,
make
you don't. No, you
cupcakes,
don't. No,
dude.
you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not.
No.
Oh, I'm so-
That's gonna be a weird cake.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made
You know-
I made leavened bread. I'm sorry.
Red's gonna be in, nailed it.
I'm gonna be bread I swear. I made sweet and sour pork. What? What is this?
Oh, it's just self-raising flour. Yeah, I just found cupcakes.
Sounds like
recipe.
yeast. To me, sounds like yeast to me.
There you go.
But Ram does teach you the basics of making a cake. With the basic making a cupcake, and like somehow you can like make the tin on your own. He teaches you a quick trick, which is microwave cupcakes. In this case, not microwave, just
The mug.
just a mug cake.
Ah!
Mug cake. I love mug cakes in real life. So he teaches you that, and it's easier for people of a more urban background. So he clocks that immediately. And I'll say that you learn how to make mug cakes on your own.
So yeah, by the 1st of Naito, you guys will just be seeing me like, I don't know, wherever we stay, and if there's a balcony or a table, just one mug with just one candle,
Oh,
staring at the
this,
at the
feels
mug.
like, this feels like me in college somehow.
Oh my god.
It's like, Mama,
Yeah.
I can't come home on your finals. I'm just like, happy birthday to me. Uh,
But yeah, she does that.
Yeah.
She's a college girl.
She's a college girl. She really is.
All that's missing is the instant noodles.
true,
Instant noodles.
You have been taught that over that time, and Steve, you had something else, or anybody else have something that they want to do?
No, it's just more like for the party.
Sure.
He's gonna tell them that if ever we're gonna follow up with Lino and Celeste, we probably can. Up to us when we wanna do that.
Well, we already checked out the place, so I don't. Would they
I mean,
be able to?
In case they found anything else.
True.
Sure,
Anything
Maybe
there.
they
I
have
mean,
notes.
sure.
For sure. Like maybe find out what shipments, like if Knotwood is sending something over there, what how about them? What are they sending and stuff like that.
I mean, imagine if Kalasag ever enlisted us, it's probably game or leather.
Mostly I see.
If you ask Salith and Lino about it, it's pretty much exactly what Steve suggested. There is Lubilat is a wonderful place to, well, specifically the area around Longdale is great for game because it's right by the river, it's by mountains, so there's all sorts of game that you can, like mountain goats, deer, boar, all sorts of creatures just within this small stretch of land. And because it's not as traveled as Knotwood and Farnfoss or Mossstone, a lot of the creatures are still more comfortable being around here. The Hunter's Lodge has made good use of that.
Has there any been, okay, that's one question. Has there any been like missing hunters or missing group of like that one that goes out and then comes back, something like cases of those, because there are people missing within the forest.
I'll say at this point, because you are like trying to like learn more about the situation itself, Salith and Lino would probably like direct you to Donic at this point, because he would know more about it. But
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah.
Donic might know more about this.
yeah, the old man probably. Fucking hope not. We know everybody here. So it just also goes like, I don't believe we've missed anyone, lost anyone. I mean, I heard a guy got gored by like a angry moose the other day, but he's okay.
Oof.
Moose are just terrifying in general. But that was his fault. He didn't even hear it coming from behind him. He's okay now, though. It's like needed a lot of stitches.
I hope he's recovering okay.
Yeah, he's just, you know.
It was a moose, right? Not a big stag.
I'm not sure.
Alright.
I
So-
mean, if you're curious, first time you can probably ask Donic. Donic will probably know.
He's not too bad. It's just like he got pretty wounded in the arm, but he's okay. Do you know any moose yourself, girl? It seems like looks at you as you ask that question. A peculiar question, Prisma.
Well, I used to live in the forest and I just know some animals.
Oh well, I mean, if you could tell your animal
It's a
friends,
wild one.
if you could tell your animal friends, not go here in Longdale, we probably good for them. I'm sorry, just like this awkward. Like, we don't. This is why we don't befriend the animals.
No,
and-
don't worry about it. Most of my friends understand the cycle of life. It's just some of my friends might be a little bit aggressive, and I was wondering if it was one of them.
Well, we're gonna keep an eye out for it. If they look particularly
The flowers and the antlers will probably tell you it's them.
okay. I don't think I've seen that, but if I do, I won't shoot it, and I will run away as fast as I can. Have my
Yeah,
guarantee.
Yeah.
You getting close to it.
I
The way
mean,
you fight.
I mean, fighting a stag does sound pretty cool, but
Not this one, because if you do down the stag, then you'll have to fight a displacer beast.
oh, then I'm just gonna eat out of there. I didn't know that they came in a package deal, but thank
Yep.
you for telling me. So it's just was like, we should probably tell that to Donic, right? To just like a big like no hit list, right? And
Oh
Lena
yeah,
goes,
there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
The stag, a displacer beast, kind of looks like a panther, a raccoon that has very colorful hands, and a wild boar. They usually
all have-
travel in packs.
They all have flowers on them.
Mm-hmm.
got
Like
it.
this, points at the wreath on her head.
Got it. I'm gonna report this information to Donic, and then I'm gonna bring Donic to you guys. He just leaves, brings Donic back, and is sick. You finally see your pretty much like your mentor, Steve. Donic the 1 second here. The senior in the hunting guild, and is pretty old for like what you've expected like a active hunter would be. He's very 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 muscular for his age, similar to like people they've met before like Sildar, and he definitely like gives this air of superiority just around the area, as all the other hunters sort of like notice him and give like reverence, bows and whatever. And Donic finally appears in front of you all and looks at Steve in particular and just goes, look well.
Been a while, old man.
I'm an older man now, unfortunately, but still pack a punch. So I'll teach you a few things or two, Steve. Now,
Yeah, wait till I tell you the catch I made up in the Neverwinter Wood.
in trade stories another time. I feel like you're here for some other things, aren't you? Well, first of all, Dino's told me not to make sure all the hunters steer clear of any flowery type of animals.
Yeah,
It's-
they're preference. kind of like,
Friends.
And-
I like it. And kind of like, guys, this is Donic. Taught me everything I knew. Saved me from a bear when I was younger.
You look at him, standing 6 feet tall, salt and pepper hair, though it's receded back a bit since you last were here, Steve, and still with a well-trimmed beard. like his pride and joy, and like steel gray eyes as he just looks towards you all. A long bow strapped to his back, as well as a full quiver of arrows. He just like shakes everybody's hand and goes, "You're Steve's traveling companions, and Steve was one of my best students. One of the most adaptive, given that his bow used to be his height. Doesn't seem like that's changed much, but since you're still alive and stories the two idiots have been telling me, you've been doing fantastic. So,
I'll tell you all about it in a couple of days.
sure. I heard that you had a wedding soon, so I'm not going to take up much of your time. What is it that you needed from me?"
Have you heard of a elven enclave that seems to have disappeared in the... Then kind of looks at everyone. Northeast?
Yeah.
Northeastern part
Yeah.
of the Wildath?
I've only heard about it from Sultanino's report. It was 10 days ago. Strange.
Yeah, we took a look ourselves because apparently there was a elven kid back in Notwood. The ones who, at least the parents of that hired those two. We went to check it out, and she seems to be the only survivor from that group. Just checking if you heard anything besides that that's happening in the wood.
I've been keeping an ear out for this. Strange things happening in the Wheeldeath, honestly. Primarily, Frost. Really just requiring so many things. I've actually put a ban on exporting there at this moment. If we hunt any more of the wild game nearby, we might not be able to recover from it until around a year or two. We have to let the population grow back.
How long have they been asking for our exports?
From us, around half a year ago. But it's been somewhat constant. Large shipments of, well, whatever they could find, really. Anything that we could spare. It's good for business. I've been able to have the lodge upgraded a bit. But we can't do that to the Wheeldeath.
Yeah, I can imagine. Anything else?
If you're for the, I haven't taken a look at it myself. Feels like a ghost story from what Sultan Lino told me. He couldn't find any tracks or whatnot. But if you found something else, well, good on you. If you tell those two that, maybe they'll be a bit more serious moving forward. But I'll keep an ear out. It's definitely from my contacts over at Mossstone, it's definitely made these people sort of like, it's put a few people on edge. So people have gotten a bit more secretive, hiding deeper into the Wheeldeath for some of the Elven tribes. I heard a few of them even like had to stay at the Archdruid's Grove east of Mossstone. But
They were driven out of their homes?
no, they weren't driven out. It's more of some of the enclaves aren't as protected as the others, so they made their way there just for the added protection from the Becloak.
Safety.
Yes.
Plus, if an elven enclave disappeared within the forest, they're never really sure where it's safe.
And people don't really know when they disappear unless somebody comes upon them. Which is rare because they hide themselves. We only found out about this one nearby Knotwood. Well, when those that gnomish fellow contacted us. We don't go that far anyway. It's a few days away from us. So, but rest assured, we're making sure that the area nearby us is taken care of. Any advice that you can give us, since you've seemingly found more stuff out?
If
Try
you
not to
guys,
stay overnight, I guess. If you ever find yourselves in the real death.
Stay within a
especially
day's
not
travel.
in places, especially not in places with white fungi on the floor.
Like
Yeah, it
fungi.
seems like it's growing beneath the ground.
Huh. I'll keep an eye out for that. I haven't seen any this neck of the woods, but
Also, probably stay away from mushroom products from roast.
We're most likely going to check it out after we're done here.
all right. I was smelling old Bram's newest creation, but if you say that it's a no-go,
We've told him. You don't need to worry about that.
my blood pressure thanks you. So
Oh, but the tarts though, the tarts are still
the tarts
really
are.
good.
You're not gonna pull me away from the tarts. But in any case, it's nice seeing you, Steve. Let's share a drink or two. Your mother did
We'll
invite
be around
me.
for a couple days.
Your mother did invite me to the wedding, so I will be.
How long has it been since we ate the pie? I'm sorry.
At this
A
point,
couple days? Yeah.
Yeah.
probably a day or two.
And we're not feeling any.
Nothing yet.
Nothing. Nothing. Really, just nothing.
And he's
Hmm.
probably thinking like,
Hmm.
huh, there's no effect from those shrooms just yet, but I do not count out the possibilities of things may get activated manually by somebody. I don't know, magic.
Well, from Cajun spellcasting, it doesn't seem to be anything magical.
There's nothing enchanted or magical about it.
Yeah, but like it could be just a catalyst. It's not magical now, it could be magical later.
That and we still really don't know where they came from.
So still need observation.
As you guys have started to discuss this, I'll say, over the next few days, waiting for Draven, the dress does arrive. Really just the next day, delivered by a cart of very, very beautiful looking, like white stallions. It seems to be like a dressmaker's cart, and it's very
May delivery service sila.
yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
Grab.
They just had to have it delivered. But you see on the side in beautiful like common script and Elvish script underneath, the designs like woven into each other. The silk thorns. As the dress is covered, and delivered to Expressa. But you do share a brief moment of introductions with what seems to be Selwyn's parent. One of them is this sort of like serious looking wood elf. And is one second. Wait, 1 second here. Well, they don't stay for too long anyway, but they're just there to ensure that the dress fits. Espressa somehow was lost a pound or two in this journey. It's just her metabolism is fucking amazing. It's insane. But Selwyn's parents, the sun elf Volodar and the moon elf Elror are there for a brief moment. to just fit it to her specifications if needed. She takes up your room, Steve, for an
Yep.
entire afternoon until the process is done. They say their goodbyes, and Elror just goes, if you all see our daughter, could you please give her, tell her to come home for a bit. It's been hard not having any of our daughters at home, really. And Volodar just goes, dear, it's okay. We just need to let the children leave the nest. Just like, they're so young. And Volodar just goes, the three of them are greater than 100 years old, dear. That's still young. And they just like have that conversation.
We'll be sure to tell her when next time we hear from her. Thank you.
Anytime. Well, I have to go. We have many more loads to make. And Volodar and Elor just like hop onto their wagon, and you just hear them like going like, have you finished that yellow sundress? It's like, no, I just need to get some more materials. It's like, okay, I have a deadline for it. And we just like, they seem like very busy people as well. Very stylish, very handsome, the both of them. And they leave Longdale for wherever they're going next. Preparations are set. Now, we're just waiting for the best man to arrive. Anything else? From the
Just hand wave this one, but Steve's gone to the chieftain and be like, I'm sorry about all the mix up before. So, and like, and you know, like, hello, I'm back.
20 tarts, and we're fair.
Done.
See you tomorrow. Easiest conversation you've ever had.
Yep. Thanks, chief.
FYI landed on my end. I'm changing my spells.
Oh, sure. Who's officiating?
Chieftain.
Chieftain's officiating. Okay, but you're just changing your spells for the heck of it, Asher?
Yeah, I'm just updating my spell list. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Also, we should probably wait for she had to start.
Oh, sure.
She messaged.
How
Okay.
are you guys feeling? I feel like this is the last time
Pretty
it'll be.
good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
What's everybody doing?
All good.
I don't want to work.
I don't
No,
know.
same.
Yeah. Can we have another,
Can we just
day off, please?
We deserve one for today. Today.
Yeah, because today is Ninoy Aquino Day. You know, we didn't get the
Oh,
holiday.
yeah.
We
true.
should have,
Sunday.
dude. What the fuck?
Dude, the holidays for this year sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every single one landed on a weekend.
Sunday, yeah.
Dude, I thought.
Because this year sucked.
Yep.
2022.
And the one before, and
Before.
Well, it's been shitty since 2016. I don't know.
Yep, that's fair.
ever
Yeah,
since it
it's
turned
good.
20, it's.
Hasn't been good.
That's just the life of a 20-year-old.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly. So for me, I don't know. The past fucking 17 years.
As soon as people
Oh my god.
born in the 2000s are 20-year-olds.
Oh no, wait. Ha, when were you born? 20 and that's compound sentence.
It's a compound sentence.
You're not done?
You're done?
Yeah, you're not done.
And that's
I'll
compound
show it to you
sentence,
guys later. Yeah, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. So is she
She said she's listening. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she said.
Hey.
I'll say the preparations are set. Prisma, you help around wherever you can. There's a lot of ideas that were only able to come to fruition with your druidic powers brought about by your wreath. Prisma basically disappears during this period as she is just busy helping around.
I can also help out if they need anything like lifted, you know what I'm saying?
Like there's
Do some reach high places.
Yeah. Not a lot of people are going to this one because it is more of a smaller affair. Not that, Longdale wouldn't love to celebrate this. But it's more of like, for Steve's own interest, it's going to be family and friends only. So there's only like seats available for around like 15 to 20 people. Probably less. Just like close friends of the family. Less than 15, actually, right, Mart?
I'm counting.
I don't think it's 15 if you have parents coming in.
How much would it be then? Less than 20 for sure. Not
Yes,
more
20
than
for sure.
Yeah.
Less than 20.
Yeah,
for
less
sure.
than 20, yeah.
Less than 20 for sure. But like,
So far I've counted 14. But I don't know how accurate it is.
Right. You counted the party too, right?
Yeah, of course I counted the party. They were first.
But like, a bit more than a dozen basically seats are provided. A few chairs as well. You set it all up so that, it's easy to just get in and out of this place. But like the back of the teal oven has been converted into like a special ceremony. And for added
Red,
privacy, yes.
it's gonna be in front of Old Maple.
Right.
Yeah.
Old Maple, my bad. But Old Maple, the front of it has been not decked out. More so, it's a much smaller event than the one that you had in Phandalin. If only because Phandalin, everybody's nosy as fuck. We want to celebrate with our heroes, and
And to be fair, it's a smaller village.
this is a much smaller village, and
No. Phandalin, I mean.
oh, that's true. So like people can more easily get there. You also announce it. That's true.
Yep, that's fair.
That's true. So this one, the seats are placed. Banners and wreaths are prepared for mostly by Prisma. That's fair. But the time comes, as I'd say during one day in particular, Prisma's probably been contacting Draven as to how close he is, and he says that he'll arrive there by what time do you want to have the wedding, Steve?
Midday, like
3,
late
4th bell?
after. Yeah, afternoonish.
4th, 5th bell. Draven said that he'll arrive around 3rd bell to Prisma. And with that, everything's in place. Old Maple, its shade covering a large patch of grass, sun peeking through every now and then. Wind blowing in this cold winter's day, but somehow there's nary a cloud in the sky. It is still very cold, so people are wrapped up, but just a little bit of sacrifice for your favorite couple. Well, one of your favorite couples, because I love all the couples in this game. So, how does the ceremony start, Steve, here in Longdale? As people are shown to their seats, decorations are made, food prepared on a side table.
At Cullis, I imagine at Cullis it's kind of it's just a small affair where the chieftain like presides over it. It's Cullis, it's like both the groom and the bride make their way down the aisle. And no, actually no, sorry, not the aisle. Sorry, they actually both come from their end of opposite ends of Old Maple and meet right in front of the chieftain before before the proceedings start.
Is there a veil at all at this moment, or is Steve able to see clearly what is in front of him?
Because there's no veil. It's just like really just a dress, and they kind of like will see each other at the same time.
You curve around on both sides. You know that the other is there. You could turn around just this instant as you are behind Old Maple, as trees are still falling, as though it is winter at this period, there's still a few stubborn leaves that cling onto their branches that are falling, providing this like nature's own version of as there are a few leaves. Provide ambience in this time. You can hear each other's breathing as this is the second time you'll be doing this. And you can't wait to see each other again, experience this again. All your friends are seated in front of the chieftain, along with Steve's parents. Lenneth and Sino. Salith and Lino, as well, and Donic, as well as some other people that have been close to your family, Steve. And slowly, the entire audience sees the couple curve around on either side. Steve wearing this like white tunic, almost, or like white underdress with a dark robe, sleeveless, that like opens up along the length of his arm with silver trim. The designs of Mieliki, the goddess of hunters, etched into it. A garb shared by generations of the Hunters Lodge to their members in these moments.
Really quickly. During the time prior to the before the wedding, Steve showed it to his mom, and she kept it for a night. And like on the like on the breast area, there is a little embroidery of a bow and arrow that she made onto it.
This added design really pulls the outfit together. A special little something just for Steve. As Steve, you don't even see your parents yet, and you already hear Stana crying. And I'm just like, hold it in, dear. It's okay. And he's also about to burst into fucking tears. Espressa comes from the other side, wearing this long-tailed, beautiful, off-shoulder white dress. Is gorgeous. A slit in front of her left leg, allowing her to move more easily, as well as, you know, give that bit of like flair that Espressa always has. Her hair down, beautifully straightened, but still with like a bit of curl at the end, just natural. And she begins to come into your point of view, Steve. Life, to be wed again under the tree that you've grown up next to most of your life. You look around and see your friends. Asher in this like deep red. Is it red, Asher?
Yeah, I would say it'll be closer to burgundy.
Similar to the color of your best friend.
Sure.
Some would say. Some would say not.
Some would say.
Someone would say not.
Someone would say that.
Someone say that. This deep red burgundy, like merchant's cloak almost, with like this fur pattern around the neck, fur hemmed, and dark black cloak. As you sit down next to you, next to him, Ellie, in like this long pink, like drapery like dress, off shoulder as well, like a blue and white top. As the two of you are just holding hands, seeing your friends get married again. Ideas maybe.
Yeah. Notes.
Notes. Very nice. Kerrigan, his arms crossed. A nobleman's attire, sort of like a scholar's attire that has been adjusted for him due to his tail and wings, opened up in the back. But it's this ornate like robe with like a deep blue belt with gold trim around it, a similar like shoulder pads, sort of like vest surrounding him, as well as these the sleeves ending in these like long, deep red cuffs as you see your friends just enjoy themselves, having this moment to themselves in
Do we
Steve's own
finally
home.
see Prisma?
Yes. But you finally see Prisma at this fucking moment because she's been gone this entire time. And she's wearing this folkloric dress. Beautiful filigree. Sort of like you can't tell, but like, is the filigree actually moving on her body or is it just texture? Either way, it's beautiful. This pencil skirt slit dress, as well as the in real life Scandinavian sort of designs on the filigree on the collar and sleeves. Still wearing her wreath, this time the colors of the flowers matching the colors of the dress as well. And she's finally seemed to relax. But there's a difference to her. As you would know, normally she's wild, she's free. But in this moment, she is calm, she is in control. She's collected. She helped make this happen. And there's this would there be like a smug grin on your face, Prisma, this entire time that you're trying to hide?
Hmm?
Would there
I'm sorry, why would she be smug? Sorry, I just reconnected.
Hello, welcome back. Would she be sort of like hiding this sort of like smug grin for making this thing happen?
No, she's good. She's
She's-
prim. She's proper.
She's proper, she's perfect.
She's in
She's-
she's in a diplomat mode.
Diplomat mode.
Also, she's the only one that's prepared for the cold because she actually has a cloak on.
Yes, actually. Everyone's kind of like freezing. Except Kerrigan. Kerrigan, you're used to this. This is child's play to you.
Yep.
It's
But-
the tactic, so you could have your man wrap the fur around you.
True.
I'm sorry, I don't have a man.
Wala
That's right. No,
eh.
that's
Doing
right.
it yourself.
Man.
Asher at some point
I'm
takes
my
off
own
his,
man.
like, fur cloak, and then just kind of, you look cozy.
Smart moves. That's why she's the wizard. And you all just see your companions now seated there. Where would the best man be here? What would his purpose be?
Later on in the ceremony, someone's gonna bring up like a piece of white cloth. It's like a sash with like embroidery on it, and it's something that's done for every wedding in Longdale, right? He's basically the one who, like, it's basically quote unquote the rings part, but there's no rings in the Longdale ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like basically like when the vows are exchanged, and the best man is the one who takes care of that one. And then, you know, it's whoever is assigned to bring in the sash, and for this one it is Ari.
Aww.
So, Ari scampers up you all wearing a sash, carrying the rings, right?
No rings. It's the sash is the
okay.
one basically
The
like
sash,
the sash
two
is like
sashes.
used for. No, it's basically used like during
to
the
tie.
vows. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the basically like kind of like to bind the couple's hands together for during the vows as part of
And-
the
And
ceremony.
the best man is there just next to it or more of?
No, he's the one who he's the one who
I
puts
see,
it together.
I see, I
Yeah.
see. Okay. So with that, coming down the aisle as well is the delightful form Ari, the border collie, and hooded this entire time because he's secretive like that. Draven, wearing this, it's almost similar to Steve, but like a shorter like cloak, bluish in color this time around with like embroidery of like growing fields around it. Draven like puts his cloak down begins walking next to Ari, who Ari's trying her darndest not to get the people around her. She's really trying her best. And like
so at some point, like Steve like snaps gets to get her attention, like snapping at her. Ari.
Ari Ari like, is getting distracted by everybody, and like as you get her attention, she like bounds up towards you. Further ahead than Draven was, and Draven just like whoa, and like, he has to like run towards a bit, like break the walk, and eventually you all find yourselves there. The chieftain smiling, these two newlyweds about to be bonded the long Dalian way. As he begins the ceremony, completes the remarks. These two souls, having found themselves across this realm, and if only he knew. And now,
There's a little step ladder for Steve.
there's a little step ladder for Steve. Yeah, of course. Just to make it so that he doesn't have to like reach up. And now they've decided that lives should be interconnected. Like the old maple itself is connected to the rest of the Wheeldath, these two shall share that bond for eternity. For as long as they love, as long as they hold each other in their hearts. These roots will grow. They will propagate. Bear fruit. He gestures towards Draven. In a while. He just goes, "Hey, chieftain." He takes the sash from Ari. Ari like sort of like fights it a bit, but Draven manages to get it off her puppy form and begins to tie it. As you two hold hands with each other, Steve and Spressa. It's beautiful. Beautiful sash tying you to for millennia to come, from far beyond, when your mortal bodies shall perish. Espressa looking so beautiful under the winter sun that sometimes peeks through old maples branches above. It's a tear up again. As the chieftain goes, "What is your promise to each other?"
Steve kind of goes like, same promise that I've been keeping since we met. Just answer it with me. I'll be here to protect you and to love you.
You have delivered me from a place that I had never thought I would be able to escape. Brought me more joy than I think I deserve. I shall spend my life. Spend our lives. To love you. To grow together. And to not let anything separate us.
I'll keep
Chieftain.
proving that over and over again.
Chieftain smiles at the boat. Says some rites to Miyaliki. To all the forest gods. Until ceremony is cast on you again. Not the first time. You feel that the warmth and love emanate from the sashes and spread throughout your body. He goes, "That these two who have bonded remain as such, as long as the wheel death may stand. Now, express your love."
Steve will press a close. Gives her a kiss on the lips.
Ressa kisses you back, pulls you in, as everybody begins to jump and cheer and holler. Some of the passersby like look around. Prisma, I'll say you do notice Rigby like skulking in the shadows, just like, and it is nary but a glance from you that makes him run deeper away, run further away. Nothing will ruin this moment. As Steve and Spressa complete their Long Dalian wedding. Congratulations, you two.
Woo!
Whoa! Plus 2 AC again for a week. Just kidding. Just kidding. No.
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 The wedding ceremony ends. The after party begins. Y'all eat. Y'all get drunk. Amazing pastries. Delicious fucking food. And
How's the cake?
cakes cakes 1.5 times taller than you are, Steve.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is it taller than the same?
It's taller than Steve for sure. And it's something that it's exactly what Bram needed help with from you, Prisma, because he couldn't find a way to hold the cake up with the supports. So he had to ask you to like druid craft some special like plants that could be eaten as part of the cake and act as cake bases. And you just have an amazing time celebrating. There is, however, one last thing after this ends. And this is the last thing that will be before our air D&D. We say that the wedding has ended and the two of you spend the night however you would like. Whatever may happen, may happen.
We all know what happens.
Engaging in behavior. And the next day,
No one sleeping at home.
Yeah, nobody sleeps. They're off.
It's so funny. Like, what if Bram and I was like, you know what? They should just have the house to themselves tonight.
Yeah, honestly,
Just
it's
the
like-
lying in.
So whoever is like right beside their room.
GG.
GG.
GG. But with that, behaviors are engaged. And
Yep.
But
They are expressing their love.
They are expressing their love. They're expanding their bond with each other, baby. But we'll be jumping ahead just a bit. Just because it's fun and we don't want to keep that for too long. Draven approaches you two. And Draven also has this moment where he visits the Stedman farm. And speaks to his parents. However that goes, he seems to be steadfast in his mission still, but he expresses that he needed to do Steve, but he calls you guys forth. He goes, Steve, express a thing. Congratulations, you guys. It's thankful to have been a fucking part of it because it's pretty jealous that I wasn't there for the first part, but I didn't want to do this. Sildar has asked me to bring you to Mossstone because there's somebody that you should meet. We need help with this Larone. As we found out, Grimaldo because you probably noticed what's happening around the wheel path.
Yeah, we've been hearing things not just from Bros, but even from Kanasag actually.
I've been hearing things too. It's got me stressed out, not gonna lie, but there's this. I've been speaking to some of Sildar's contacts within Mossstone, yeah, members of the Becloaked. We've been trying to get them to help us, considering that it's affecting the path, but it's just not their way to intrude. I can't understand it. It's their druidic laws or whatever. They're willing to offer us support, but they're not gonna help us plan a full offensive.
Is that
And
what Sildar's thinking?
We don't even know where to start, is the thing. We know that these things are stemming from us as well. Kalasag has a hand in it, but we don't know anything about the inside. And then we found out that also in Mossstone, there's somebody there trying to speak to the Becloak too about this. And when we tried to organize a meeting with them, we let loose that we were members of the Lord's Alliance, and they completely shut us out. We've been trying to tell them that we're not part of the Tatherian sect, but they just won't listen to us.
And that's where you want us to go in?
I'm really fucking sorry, man. I told Sildar that I didn't want to bring you guys into this, but for our last resort. I wanted to at least let you guys have your wedding before, so I told him that he should lay off, and that be okay?
I'll tell everyone else.
You can say no, Steve. You can leave this to us, and we'll do our best to handle this.
You realize besides you and me, there's Prisma and Asher from this part as well.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be sitting around for this one.
Alright. It'll take us around 4 or 5 days to get to Mossstone from here. We should leave in the morning?
Well, it'll only take us a day, honestly.
Got magic or something again?
Our favorite pink-haired cleric, thus.
Prisma's getting more and more reliable, huh? It's great to hear.
You'd be surprised what she can handle now.
Oh.
Ako nga pala yung sinaing mo.
Thank you, Sen.
Damn, Sen. Going for the goddamn jugular, huh? That's second in the running for our title. With that, you leave as soon as you can. Probably on the 3rd of Nighthall. The wedding would probably happen. The wedding would have happened on the 2nd, most likely. 2nd or 3rd. But in any case, around this time.
We leave on the 4th. Just
leave on
so
the 4th.
yeah, don't give a date. Yeah, we leave on the 4th.
Yeah, day 3rd is wedding. Wedding! Just so we have it here. Then on the 4th, just to prepare everything. Because you can head back anyway. No issue there. You all are transported to the town of Mossstone. Port Town, it's there's this air of tension as soon as you arrive, as there's a lot of people here. it's busy, but not in the sense of like, oh, there's business to be had. It's busy because people went here to hide. It reminds you of not Thunder Tree. It reminds you of
Helmshold.
Helmshold. As you see around, like, even just from arrival, around like 24 or so wood elves currently just like seated around large bonfires that have been quickly set up. There are druidic figures, younger druids, it seems, just providing whatever they can, producing food for everybody. And the sea to the west of this place is sort of like slowly beginning to freeze over. It's enough for like boats and whatnot to still dock in this area. Haha, docks. But
Docs. We can write it. No, wait, we're gonna write it anyway.
we're gonna write it anyway. Fuck it. And move you guys here, the Mossstone. But you are brought from there by Draven, completely under a hood, hiding his identity. Even here, you are brought deeper into the Wheel Death. There's sort of like a few encampments that have been made here. They look like wooden domes that have been built with magic. Not unlike what you created with the bowl, Prisma, or what you have seen before with the homes of the wood elves that do travel around here. But like quickly made tents, quickly made hovels for these people. And you are brought to one such hovel where you see familiar faces. You see Sildar, as well as some of the Lord's Alliance members that you met before when you were up north in Nashkel. As Sildar goes, You're here earlier than I expected. That's good. Time is of the essence here. We've been trying to get a hold of this person. All we know is what the Becloaked have bothered sharing with us. But they seem to have a lot of knowledge about the goings-on in Brost. We've been trying to speak to them, but they won't hear from us. Perhaps a third party such as yourself can do better. I apologize for having to rely on you like this. Congratulations on your wedding, Steve Espressa.
Who is your contact?
What
Exactly.
do we know about him? Yeah.
What do you say? Sorry?
Who is your contact exactly? And Asher asked, what do we know about him?
We don't know a lot. It's just someone that arrived here in Ostoon as well, trying to seek an audience with the Becloaked and the Archdruid. We've been having trouble doing it, and so has this person, so we thought we could merge our forces, but seems stubborn. I can't blame them. The Lord's Alliance here from Kalasag are just a part of the problem. They're deeper in, towards this tent, and you were pointed towards like this hastily built tent off in the corner of this large like hovel. We've been keeping an eye out if we could try to contact them as they come in and out, but they are actively avoiding us. You can tell that Sildar has been trying his best to get this working. There's no guards in front of this tent at all, by the way. It's just a tent with some lights streaming out. Not too large, around like from the outside, like 20 by 10.
Should we take an entrance?
Yeah, maybe we could go talk to him.
We can try.
Yeah, it's that's you can do.
You all walk up to this tent. Steve, with your high passive perception, you hear heavy scribbling, tearing of pages from the inside just from walking towards it. Sounds of a frustrated writer or research. You're not sure. But whatever is in there, this person is active. You also hear something else. It's like some
The sounds
creature.
of sex.
Some
Sorry.
The sounds of sex.
Oh no.
you hear like a creature, like from inside, just like a bird or something, cawing from inside. It's hard it's hard to decipher from here.
Like, do we see inside, as in like from where we're at for an entrance?
As you come closer, you are able to see on the inside, and you are able to take a gander at the form within.
Oh, as we went in, can I check the ground for same like instances of like those
Perception
white
ch-
shrooms?
Perception or investigation check.
For me, it's more like just if there's any, because considering there's no guards or anything, traps, the usual. It's been a while.
I'll say even with
What-
your passive
what-
perceptions and investigations.
Yeah.
What
Nothing.
time of the day is it? Sorry.
I'll say it's early morning, but
Early morning.
Okay.
I'll say with your passive perceptions and investigations, it's still a good roll. You take notice of the area around. There are
Mhm.
like multiple people here, passing around the tent, just people that are not of the tent itself. And it seems safe enough. It's not like the Lord's Alliance or Sildarnis folks were scared of triggering a trap. It's more of they don't want to spook this person away. And so
Yeah, just in case. Yeah.
you all step inside warily, as this person does not register your entrance yet. But what you all see as you enter is
Oh,
Jelai, could you describe?
well,
Jelai, could you
Mhm.
describe what they see?
well.
Whoa.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
First of all, first of all,
What is this?
first of all, girl, happy birthday!
Happy
Happy
birthday
birthday
to
Thank
you.
Also, what the hell?
Yes.
What the
And
hell?
secondly, Jelai, your character
My character.
hears a horde of footsteps begin to move towards your direction. You've been stuck here in this dreary tent for the past few days, trying to make sense of all this, trying to write down anything you can remember from where you came from. And those pesky people claiming that they were from the Lord's Alliance have been trying to speak to you for so long. But you know you can't trust them. Them in their uniforms, you've seen them too many times before, walking the halls of the organization that you had joined, knowing that they're part of the problem. But then you see this ragtag group of people enter, followed by the older gentleman that had been trying to speak with you, the Sildar who had been trying to speak with you for so long. And what do these people see as you are toiling away, tearing page from your book, writing down equations, ideas, as your pet is trying to get your attention from underneath the table? What do they see?
So from what the party would see, they would see like this sort of like this cloaked hooded person that so that you at first like you couldn't make out the features of this person. Like they keep on writing and then like they make you wait for like a full minute before they finally look up and sort of like remove the hood on their head. And what you see here is this person has this brown topaz skin with like cool undertones. They sort of have this like a strong aquiline nose, and they have brown hazel eyes. A notable feature of theirs, yeah, you can make out like two. They have a beauty mark right under their right eye, and they have this like still healing scar on their face, like near the lips. And then this person hasn't moved or like used their hands or like, but they're almost like looking at everyone, assessing everyone. Then they kind of have this almost disappointed or disgruntled look on their face. And then you guys feel it. It's like a feather in your mind as this person speaks and in your minds and goes, I ask you guys for the best people that you can find, and this is what you can offer me.
I told you they're difficult.
You'd be surprised what we're capable of.
Yes, these are the Tenacious Brigade. They're the finest heroes I've laid my eyes on. And if you won't trust us, perhaps they can earn it instead of us.
Oh, shit, perfect. More voices in my head. just when I thought I've had enough.
Seems like vacation's over, Ash.
Yeah, that's right. So I almost forgot I had a lot of them. Well, I suppose an introduction is in order.
Silder mentioned we're the Tenacious Brigade.
I forgot one key feature of this person. This person has pink hair.
What?
Do you take off the hood at this moment?
Yeah.
They already did.
Oh, you already did. Okay. And what do you say to that?
Oh, Prisma is just being quiet.
What do you say
Prisma
to-
is also like, what they call this? Gauging quietly
Mhm.
while floating in the back.
Tenacious Brigade, you do see this like fierce individual speaking to you guys in your mind, not moving their lips.
Ellie would probably like step like a bit in front and goes, well, we are who we are, and whatever results may happen here is gonna be a testament of what we can do. I mean, it's either us or nothing.
So what do you have for us?
Like what she said, it's better than nothing. So, my name is Kaylin. This is a female version.
Can I share? Can I share the art? Shall I?
Art.
Let's go.
Sure.
I
Sorry
am
for
watching
Kilo is
Nix's
missing out on
reaction. Like,
context.
Yep.
I'm watching
It's
Nix's
fine,
reaction.
it's fine.
Wait. Screenshot. Sorry, this is the third one. I am collecting screenshots this entire weekend of Nyx.
It's just
And
all the
then-
darndest things have been happening.
Yeah.
But you see this woman with like these like purplish blue like eyeshadow around her eyes, short pink hair, curvy, wavy. And as she like stares you all down with like this serious grin, you all hear from underneath the table. As speaking out,
It's a
Speaking-
swan.
speaking out is an angry looking goose.
Eh,
And he's like, and she's like, picks the waterfowl up, and she says, this is my familiar. He is my lab assistant. So everyone meet Cygnus the goose.
I knew it was gonna be named Cygnus. I knew it was gonna be named Cygnus. I knew it.
I'm like when you
And-
described when then I remembered like, oh, it's a bird creature inside, and then when you revealed Jelly's character, I'm like, oh, that's Cygnus, is it?
I really wanted it to be an emo though, I'll be honest.
I had a feeling when you said beauty mark. I was like, that sounds too familiar.
Right.
And then just take care, right?
Yeah, and then pick hair. I was like, no. This can't be.
It can't be.
That's
The goose has like it has like like what Kaylin mentioned. It has her lab assistant. It has a scalpel on its beak, and then it also has like a pink ribbon around its neck.
Fantastic.
what color of goose is it? Like white
it's-
or black?
It's just like plain white.
Okay.
Huh.
Also,
Plain white goose.
does Prisma recognize the pattern on the embroidery on her clothes?
Prisma, roll me a history check, I'd say. I know where it came from, but try to see if you know.
Give me a sec, because my PC has been giving me trouble.
Take your time.
Well,
Cygnus, say hi to them.
well, that's
Oh, no.
while that's happening, Ellie just goes, yeah, it's like I said, it's either us or nothing. And if I don't know, if something happens to us, you could always just replace us.
Not that anything's gonna happen.
For sure.
Oh, I don't know why I'm on advantage, but 13.
13? In your mind, are you trying to decipher if it's something from the Moonjay Isles?
Yeah, like if it's remotely similar to the patterns that she learned from her mom.
There are probably like a few, like one or two similarities, but this is far removed from what you would have learned from your. This seems to be different.
Okay. We've heard, you know, something about what's been happening in the Moonshea Isles?
Frost.
I'm sorry. Confused. Wildat Forest.
What do you know about the Moonjay Isles, though?
What do you know about the Moonshea Isles?
Anything?
What is it?
Why is your hair pink?
What is it?
I'm kidding.
Why are our hair pink? Huh?
Why are
It's another one like, you know, all the people from the Moonshee Isles are pink haired apparently. There's no variety.
apparently?
It's an
That
island
would be a
thing.
surprise.
I diet every week. I don't know.
No, I saw the clothing design. I was like, interesting. Wonder.
Interesting, actually. Very interesting similarities there. But
Kaylin takes a few moments to collect herself, and she says, "I've been like she seemed like satisfied with the party's answers for now." She says, "I know more than a few things. I worked with Laron himself for a couple of years.
Huh. Alright. So you can you explain what's going on? Because we're all at a loss.
And it seems like this is something to do with all of Aether, from what we've been hearing.
And seeing.
So
what
what
do you
is
all know at this time? Also asking from like an OOC perspective because like I haven't seen a lot. I haven't been hearing a lot, but Red and I have been talking, but I haven't
yeah,
heard a lot.
because we out of character lang, just so to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because we've found out about the Bros has a factory and then they're dealing with a lot of mushrooms, fungi that they're selling, and all of the fungi seem to be all cut the same way. They all like millimeters off of each other.
Like it's from a mold.
Yeah, and then from Kalasag and Bros actually, all of them are trying to get as much of organic exports from the areas around. Notwood, Farnfoss, Longdale. We don't know why. And there is an elven enclave in the northeastern side of Wheeldeath that
Disappeared.
disappeared. Everyone from that village disappeared. All of the elves that lived there, except for one girl who's now in Notwood. And we went there to find that there is a white fungi that's under the ground that seems to be stopped.
Thing
Alive.
everywhere.
Yep.
And if you
Has a
dig
heart-
it,
has a
it
heartbeat.
it looks like bone.
And it seems to have a heartbeat.
But do we say that in character?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know. I don't think we need that.
Well,
I
the thing
mean-
is, you work with Laron, and that
How
kind of puts that in odds.
Mm.
how can we be sure that we can trust you?
Hmm. Okay. Really? Why should you? And then, Kaylin thinks about it for a moment. Like, while you, did you guys already explain everything?
No.
Not
No.
yet, not yet.
Not
We,
yet.
prob-
We're
we, prob- we
asking-
probably said like maybe the bros thing and I don't know, Kalasag. I mean, it's not like they're hiding it.
Mhm.
Yeah, like what Sildar probably knows, because
Yeah.
what Sildar probably have shared.
We're telling you general knowledge. We're not giving showing all our cards yet.
Mm.
So you've been to Brost.
Pass
Pass.
by.
Yeah, passed by at least.
Could see, I suppose, how much the village, should I even call it that, village, it's growing. It's changed a lot. And I did have a part in that, I suppose. But
Are you here to take Laron down?
the short answer is yes. As much as I enjoyed working for him for the first year or so, I mean, as long as I closed my eyes away from the work that was happening, I was completely fine with it.
What work exactly? That it had to involve some sort of research and laboratory.
Well, I was a traveler, going from city to city. And then I came upon Brost, and there was a job for, I don't know, figuring out some alchemy, some aid with the use of magic, with the mushrooms that you may have observed. And I was asked to draw power out of these fungi. They things like enhancing the mind and body, or even putting a dampen on the mind. Those were the kind of things that he asked me to do. Until, well, it kind of snowballed and snowballed into heavier things that I didn't want to participate in.
That's dangerous.
So I risked my life getting out of there.
Vibe check. Do you happen to be a lich, a dragon, or a werewolf?
Yeah, you'll have to forgive us. We've been doing this for a while, and we've seen some shit.
Maybe vampire. Just tick all the
A
boxes.
vampire?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
gotta-
that's true. In
Right?
vampire, in case.
Monster consent form. This is the monster consent
Oh my
form.
lord.
Before I even start working with you,
Are you
I actually
either
understand, Ginny boy.
a
Will you
lich?
randomly transform into something in the middle of a fight with Grimaldo, or would that be a thing?
Or suddenly you're actually a spy from Leron and you're just all making it up. And
Or are you maybe the canary?
The who? The what now?
Okay, forget that one. Forget that one. Forget that
You-
one.
Can we
you
not
see-
say that one?
No. You see Kaelin's face like change immediately. Like you said what name?
No.
Canary?
No. The first pronunciation.
Lich. Oh.
Oh, canary?
Canary?
Oh my god.
And you see it in her mind, like she makes a few calculations, and then she almost like stands up and goes like, "No, you made a deal with the Tessark now." And then
Oh.
she's like, and it, the initial disappointment does not compare to the disappointment that she has on her face now.
Well, this is
Why?
what you have to work with.
Why are you so disappointed with us being in contact with the Tessark?
He was slimy.
He was slimy, but we had
Yes,
to.
exactly. He's
So
a
we
slimy sleazeball. I hate
It's
him.
the only way we got this information as well.
And if I'm being completely honest with you, we might have been very much worse off if we hadn't made that deal.
I mean, we would have died.
Well,
Many
No,
people would have died.
somebody would have died.
Yeah.
And I
necessarily
don't think
us.
it would have been us.
There would have been avoidable death.
We were in his stuff.
We
Oh,
We
we've
would have been
been worse
criminals.
situations.
Yeah, but you know us.
would have been criminals rather than heroes. Let me
Yeah,
put it
that's
that way.
true.
that is true.
Cygnus gets your attention, Kaylin, and just looks up towards you and like telecommunicates. Your brain just goes. They're full of themselves, aren't they?
Watch your mouth, I'll wring your neck.
The
Full
DM
emotion-
wanting to.
full emotions today.
Red, can you share Cygnus's token?
Cygnus' token? Gotcha.
Yeah.
I have it.
Okay, I need to know. Is the spelling of Cygnus CYGNOO? Okay.
Oh.
It's
Cygnus.
Open it. Yeah, Cygnus the goose.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
There it
Yep.
is.
I knew it! I knew it was
I
the
knew it.
title good game.
Oh my god.
Thank you for this gel. I love this so much.
First, alright. He's like, she's like, you know, kind of recovering from this headache, and she says, "Okay, first of all, I am just a normal person. He is a normal person, and if anyone's lich, vampire, whatever here, it would be Cygnus. He's a bit of a menace,
What?
as familiars would be.
Ah.
I
But
don't think my familia has been very menacing or something.
you haven't met
but they're-
Cygnus. then.
Not to you.
Ellie's like, don't generalize familiars.
Not
Mine
all
is
familiars.
fine. Hashtag not all familiars.
Not all
Hashtag not
familiars.
Except to the dwarf.
Oh, yeah. The dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Gundren.
Oh,
Gundren
yeah.
has issues
Oh, yeah.
on his own.
But this is the deal I am willing to strike with all of you. I'll get you all into Laron's headquarters as best as I can according to my memory. And I just want him dead. Okay? I want
That will do that.
I want his putrid industry stopped. I want whatever he's working on with those shrooms to be put to an end.
Do you?
But
Do you know what his end goal is? With those shrooms,
Maybe.
what?
But I
What
do
is
have
he
one
after?
condition.
What's that?
You have to let this person named Canary go. You can't return her back to the Tessarch, and you can't kill or hurt her.
And why should we not bring her to the Tessarch?
Draven also like enters the room at this point. This goes. She the woman in the yellow dress? Take that as
Why?
a yes. She took my memories. Took my friends to get it back. She's complicit in this, isn't she?
I mean, Draven, with everything that this party has done at this point, we've been complicit on many things.
You said your name was Draven.
Steve looks worried for a second and is like, sure about this?
Kaylin thinks for a few moments. And then she says, I do remember your name. Canary mentioned it before. I'm sorry for what happened to your captain. You saved... He saved you, didn't he?
Draven turns. Yes, he did. Starts walking away.
The drama goes in, goes out.
That's how you do it, Rigby.
That was weird.
Is it though?
Weird? Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How you do it?
Oh.
Is it now?
Canary is Laron's trained I don't know if that's the right word, caged assassin.
Yes.
And
Seems like she's his pet from what we heard from the Tessar.
exactly. Well, not like the Tessar is any better either. But
So what, are we supposed to send her to you?
Yeah,
don't
why
know.
do we let her go?
What if she just does the same thing because she doesn't know any better? That's what she's been doing all her life.
I mean, you have a point. But a person like her maybe deserves a second shot at things.
We
Can
could
probably
at
figure.
least
Go ahead.
we could at least say we're not giving her this much.
Well, I mean, at the very least, right? I mean, because I believe that too, but I guess at the very least, we can promise that she'll get the choice.
It's up to her. If she believes that she wants to continue to line up with Laron or the Tessage and do things that will harm more people, I don't think that condition will be followed through. Especially if the people being harmed are around these places.
Sildar has still been. It was still here, outside of the tent at this time, and just goes. It's right that the Tessage is the only reason that we found this information. Also, making a deal with Shadow Thieves is akin to making a deal with the devil himself.
Sorry, OOC. Did we make a deal?
You guys
Was
did.
it an
The Lord's Alliance did.
exchange?
The Lord's Alliance
Yeah.
did.
Ah,
Sildar.
Yeah, yeah.
You can secure
Oh.
us passage, Kaelin. Perhaps you can discuss this further when you and this canary are safe. She is complicit in the crimes under Larone's name. So somehow, justice does need to be served. But Larone is the bigger fish in this scenario.
You see her shoulders sort of like even though like there's a lot of conditions, her shoulders sort of relax a little, and she says, I understand. I suppose that will do. I'll tell you everything about his lackeys and what they can do, because I I made some of, well, not really made, I helped transform them into the things that they've become. I suppose this is only right.
As the discussion continues on, this unstable agreement has been made. Mysterious woman known as Kaelin, seemingly knowing a lot about Brost, Larone, Grimaldo, Cygnus. Canary. More shall be revealed. In person. Next week. But tonight,
Oh shit.
prepare.
Let's go.
Your rest.
Really quick.
Yes.
Really quick. Prisma cast speak with animals and ask, "Are you a lich?" To signal.
And this is important. Watch your fucking mouth.
Cygnus looks at you. Cygnus looks at you with a scalpel, dead in the eyes, black eyes devoid of life, and just goes, "I'm worse."
Oh shit, guys. We have to kill him.
And
No.
Oh no, Kirsch needs to fuck him first.
oh no!
What the fuck?
Okay, I don't.
I don't think that's.
I did not pick it up.
I don't want that to be the last statement tonight. So Cygnus will just say, "I killed the man."
Oh.
We killed men.
Yeah, he was like, oh, as if that's scary.
Wait.
Well, I'm a
Cygnus is
goose.
talking to Prisma.
No. We're just this is commentary. This is commentary. No one is actually
Commentary,
talking.
yeah.
And then Kaylin turns to Cygnus, and then it was like, yes, you did. And then,
Oh my god.
And then Kaylin pauses and then turns to the people, and she's like, you didn't hear that, didn't you? Because she's like,
No, I
yes.
heard it.
I mean, she is like talking in her head like this, like the baby talk voice when you talk to dogs.
Ah, yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Who felled this mighty myconid creature who almost killed me? Yes, it was you. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. She's like,
Oh my god.
And
oh
yes,
no, you guys didn't hear that.
and just for
Did
extra
you?
information, the one-shot
Did we?
adventure that I ran last
Yep.
week, it's for Jedi.
Yeah, Cygnus did kill that thing.
Cygnus did kill.
I almost died. In that
Oh,
fucking
you almost
encounter.
didn't join the party.
That was
That
Oh
was
my
hilarious.
god.
Solo.
That was a solo adventure that I ran for Jedi to get her accustomed to
Let's
the
go.
character as well, because it's a very different character from Selwyn.
Yeah.
Cygnus.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
anyways.
And for the record, is it the same one, Red?
Huh? Which one?
Same one?
Which means
Same one shot?
No. Completely.
Oh, okay.
Completely new that I made.
Okay. Hello. Sorry that the child was woken up and is asking to be put on the bed.
Oh,
Oh.
good. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. We shall be ending the session there. More information shall be shared in person. And we already have
What is
Yes.
Nick's doing?
I will probably open like Roll20 on my phone because I'm not sure if my sheet on the phone is updated.
and it's also gonna take a while to transfer everything. If you guys want to bring like phone or personal devices just as reference, I think you can.
I
naman.
mean, we're going to.
Yeah, we're
For
going
sure,
to.
we're
Like
going
bring a
to.
tablet or something. Open Roll20. It's a shitty.
I
it's a
will-
shitty on the mobile.
I will ask my brother if I could borrow their tablet.
Thank you, Artivons. Yes, we shall have fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Thank
sticking
you.
around.
We ran a little bit late.
Considering we're nuts, we shall
Yeah.
end the session here, and we'll probably have like a bit of discussion left before we. But thank you guys so much for joining us. This is one for the books. I'm so glad we got to this point. Congratulations on the second marriage, Steven.
Yay!
Congratulations to the second marriage.
You
It's
did
with a
you?
different.
At
it's
least
like
it's
with a
not a
different
second
partner.
wife.
Yeah, with a second
Yeah,
Oh
wife.
my
yeah.
god.
Second wedding.
Second wedding.
Second wedding.
Second. So, goodbye, everybody.
Yes,
Shall be ending
okay.
here. Night.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Good.